to father of the groom, Terry. Let's put our hands together.
It was only my first wedding as a parent, and I didn't know what to say, how to go about it. So Helen and I put our heads together. We jotted down a few thoughts, and I came up with a reading of a speech. Helen and I would like to welcome our friends and relatives and say a special thanks to those who made the effort to travel from interstate to celebrate Tim and Tara's wedding day. There comes a time in all our lives as children that we must fly the curtain, and we all have mixed emotions as parents as to whether this is a good or a bad thing. Too many adults in one house is not an easy thing. So while we're happy that both Matt and Tim have set up their respective homes, it is quietly pleasing that they still frequently phone or call in for that gem of parental advice or to borrow something out of the garage. Yes, borrow. While writing that last thought, I had a light bulb moment, and I'm now looking into marketing a range of handyman tools called Boomerang Brand, in the hope that at least some might find their way back home. Tim and I have spent a lot of time together rebuilding a Mark I Cortina, which we do see occasionally driving around the streets of Melbourne. Still going. After the Cortina, Tim moved on to an XY Falcon, which we redid the engine in. And a few days after we finished the engine, he sold it to a bloke who lived in Wollongong. And he drove it back to Wollongong and got there. The last project Tim embarked upon, which I wasn't overly impressed about, was a 1975 911 Porsche, which had a 2.7 litre fuel-injected engine. Quite a step up from the Falcon. I am pleased to report that the 911 now starts and purrs like a kitten. What we learned from that exercise, though, that we'll never touch another one. So just for the record, I would like to say that we don't always work on cars. Tim also has other talents, like building canoes, sketching and sculpting, of which Helen and I are absolutely no help to him with. More recently, Tim has also developed a keen interest in the game of croquet, where he frequents the local club with Bet Chalker's dad, Ray. These are just some of the things that make our Tim the special individual that he is, and I think what attracted Tara to him. No matter how individual we are, for every yin there seems to be a yang. So Tim and Tara are not similar, but they are not opposites either. And over the past 5 years or so, Helen and I have seen this partnership evolve, and Tara has been a very good influence on Tim. We would therefore like to welcome Tara into the extended White family, but just as importantly, Tara's mum and dad, Rod and Kim, and their extended family as well. Helen and I think that you are lucky to have each other, and we wish you all the happiness in your future together. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. It is now time to hear from the Chief